Hello and welcome. My name is Josh and this is the Happy Tribe channel. Today we're doing some investigative journalism into the potential serial killer in Austin, Texas. I was born and raised in Austin, Texas. It has a special place in my heart. So naturally, last night when I heard there was a potential serial killer in town, my interests were piqued. So today's video, we're gonna take a deep dive and try to figure out what information is out there about this serial killer, as well as we might be looking into if Austin is covering it up. Dun dun dun. All right, let's get into it. So the first article we'll be looking at is from Fox News. Another body found in Lady Bird Lake near Rainey Street in the past 6 months. So 4 different bodies. And the thing is Rainey Street is one of those like hipster spots that it has a lot of traffic due to, college students and tourists and things of that nature. So I think that's a big reason why we're not seeing a lot of news coverage about this, because Austin's trying to keep this on the hush hush. But anyways, so we have a 5th man has been found dead in Lady Bird Lake in Austin, Texas in the past 6 months, according to the police in the Texas capital. His identity is not immediately available. This case is still under investigation and no further details at this time. Essentially, there is a serial killer on the loose. Hide your kids, hide your wives, because they're killing everybody out here. The really interesting thing is that the police say that they have not seen any signs of a serial killer or even foul play. So essentially the police are acting like all 5 of these people voluntarily jumped into Lady Bird Lake and drowned themselves. It just seems utterly bizarre to me, and kind of like one of those let's just pretend it's not what it is because we don't want bad press or something like that. I mean, it is a tourist destination, but still. One of the really interesting things is that this potential serial killer is only targeting males from the age of like 21 to 33. So it's not the typical serial killer that we usually see targeting young women. And it is speculated that these gentlemen may be falling victim to a roofie attack, essentially roofing these people while they're out drinking and then probably following them to their car or something utterly disgusting. But either way, it is probably not the safest idea to be out on Rainey Street by yourself. So if you do live in Austin or you are visiting Austin, maybe now's the time to, have a group of 2 or 3 at minimum. Probably carry some mace with you too. If some homeless man tries to mess with you, you can just hit him with the squirt. Continuing on with this article, there is something in the water. Again and again, men have turned up dead in Austin, Texas's Lady Bird Lake. As many as 8 over the past 10 months. However, police, again, they say that there is no signs of trauma or foul play, and that is kind of playing into the potential roofie scenario because these people, according to police, aren't showing any signs of like distress or any trauma. So, I mean, it makes sense. I guess they're getting roofied at one of these swanky Rainey Street clubs. So, here we have APD's statement. The Austin police is aware of the speculations regarding the recent drownings in Lady Bird Lake. Although these cases are still under investigation and evidence is being analyzed, at this time there is no evidence in any of these cases to support allegations of foul play. While each incident has occurred at the lake, the circumstances, exact location, and demographics surrounding these cases vary. Our investigation approach every case with an open mind and objectively examine all available evidence. The autopsy report for these men is not currently available, but they are said to have no signs of trauma, as we mentioned before, but they also have no roofies in their system. So it kind of takes away from the theory, but as it mentions here, roofies can quickly metabolize and can be out of the victim's body before the autopsy. So go ahead and let me know down in the comment box below what your thoughts are about this Rainey Street serial killer. I also would like to know your speculations on who it might be, what kind of person, not any names, but in my personal opinion, I don't think it's somebody like the Zodiac killer in the past where they're sending cryptic messages to police. I have a feeling it's most likely some, homeless man that has no moral compass. That's just my personal thought though. Austin has a minor homeless problem, and in Rainey Street, that area, I would just imagine that if you were a male walking home alone, that you would potentially run into plenty of homeless people, but you never know, maybe it is a sophisticated killer out there. Either way, I am curious to know what your thoughts are. Now, before we wrap up this video, I did want to play a conversation I had with one of my Call of Duty friends who still lives in the Austin area, just so you can hear from his point of view everything he has heard.
Cops down there and all kinds of shit because somebody's killing these dudes, and they're all young dudes, man. They're between 20 to 25, maybe 26, just healthy dudes, just getting drunk, walking home and going down the wrong corner, man. I guess they're getting mugged and talking shit or saying something, and the dude's just killing him. Yeah, it's crazy.
Is it like a serial killer in Austin, Texas? That's so wild. And boys, not girls.
Yeah.
This is.
Yeah, they're killing dudes, young dudes, fit dudes. It's not like they're killing. Yeah, not like old fat dudes who deserve to go. No, these are fucking just regular 26-year-old Joe dudes, Joe Schmo.
And they're covering it up. They're not.
Yeah.
Like if I start Googling about it, it's like it won't be like on a bunch of news outlets.
Serial
killer in Austin. What? Oh my god.
Yeah, the city's working hard to cover it up. They don't, that's a big trendy tourist spot for them. Making a shit ton of money down there. So
yeah, you could be having serial killers walking around.
Hey, all they're saying is these dudes are showing up in the water.
Showing up in the water?
Yeah, they're in the water.
Lady Bird Lake?
When they find it in the morning. Yep, right there on, was that Riverside? 35?
Yeah.
Rainey's right there. What? Yeah, so right, they're finding these dudes and just like, oh, another dude slipped and fell into the water. So weird.
We better make sure this spot's not so slippery. My bad.
Yeah, this dude's pissing, falling down, dying.
He's got like rope around his neck. I don't know what happened. She must have just fell in the water.
Yeah. He just was not being careful enough, I guess. Pissing in the dark. Dude, it's crazy.
What does this guy do? You think he's just like sneaking up, like tippy toe in,
run back into the dark, and he's gone before the cops get there.
And that's like his territory. He's like the woods. Psh, I've been here.
Yeah.
I've been here for 10 years. You ain't finding me.
It's a solo dude. It's not like you're walking. If you meet me and you and your dad were walking home to the car, he ain't messing with none of those dudes. It's always a solo dude who's way too drunk, walking home or doing,
has their headphones in or too drunk for sure.
Stumbling. You can see him stumbling, and he's just waiting for him to come walk through that dark spot. The city's been adding a shit ton of lights down there because it's too dark, and so these guys are getting killed and shit. So it's pretty crazy, man. Don't be careful out there, brother. Man. You never know who wants to steal your wallet. So you got it good, man. You don't have to worry about getting murdered by some fucking homeless weirdo.
Yeah, you just thinking you're having a night out with the boys, and next thing you know, you're shit yourself in Lady Bird Lake.
Yeah.
It's not a good day, that's for sure. It's a bad day, man.
It's a terrible day, then the city's covering it up. They know it's a problem, they're covering it up. That's pretty... Ask your dad, dude. I saw him the other day, and we were talking about it. I'm like, what the fuck is going on down there? I ain't going down there.
I ain't going down there. They're $15 drinks for one, and for two, you might get murdered.
You might get fucking murdered, dude. Yeah.
So that about wraps it up for this video, all about this apparent Austin serial killer. Hope to see you guys next time. Bye.